everybody, Allie here with ABC Bead Supply. I'm here today to share with you two new creativity packs that we have available on the website over at abcbeadsupply.com. These creativity packs are so much fun. We've sold out of both our teacher and our medical creativity packs. We still have a pet one available up on the site, but the teacher and the medical have sold out, so we have two new versions. These are volume 2 of our medical and teacher packs, and volume 2 includes all new silicone focal beads. So all of the focal beads in these are different than the ones that were included in the first round, which means if you bought the first round, you can buy round 2 and have completely different focal beads to play with, different pens, different supplies, more fun. Creativity packs come with an assortment of 10 focal beads in the theme. So this is the teacher themed packs. There's 10 teacher themed silicone focal beads. And then we have matched 10 pens to the focal beads, giving you an assortment of colors that are going to match these focal beads. And then we've also pulled together for you 20 12 millimeter acrylic beads that match, again, all of the beads and pens, and that have large enough holes to fit your beadable pen base. So it takes the guesswork out of that. We also have included a package of silicone beads. You get an assortment of 15 millimeter abacus and lentil beads in here. So these are great for changing up your, getting a variation of size and shape on your pens. And all of the silicone beads fit beadable pen rods, so that's great. And then we also have a package of spacers and 8 millimeter beads. Again, all of them have large enough holes to fit on the beadable pen rods. We've already done all of that for you so that you don't have to worry about things fitting. So there's a package of these spacers as well. So it's everything you need to make 10 pens, and you will still have some supplies left over. We just wanted you to have options. So that's the teacher pack, and then this is the medical pack. So we've got 10 new medical beads and pens. There's a lot of different red options in here because that's what really match these focal beads, but they're all different red pens, so you still have an assortment. And then again, 20 of the acrylic 12 millimeters that all match, an assortment of abacus, lentil, and 15 millimeter silicone, and then an assortment of spacers and 8 millimeter beads as well. So these creativity packs are just so fun because we have really just taken the guesswork out of color selection for you, but you still get to be the designer and still get to create and have fun. So let me show you how easy it is to make a pen with one of these kits. So you're going to want to start with a silicone focal bead. So let me see, I'm going to snag this Keep Calm, I'm a Nurse silicone bead. It's one of our newest ones, and it's really fun. And then I'm going to match a pen to it. So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the red. I really like this ombre red with it. Since there's white in the base of the pen and then the white and red in the ombre pen. I'm sorry, red and white in the bead and then red and white in the pen. I like those together. And then we're just going to start with a couple of beads, and then you're going to have to play with the sizing a little bit and what fits in a rod. So I'm going to start with a 12 millimeter bead that matches nicely. That confetti with the the white and the azure blue really matches the syringe well. So I'm going to pull that, and then I'm probably going to want an 8 millimeter bead on the top. So pull out one of those. And then let's see where we're at with spacing. I'm probably going to want one of these silicone beads too, but we can wait and see what size we're going to need. So I'm going to take the 8 millimeter bead and put that on first. And then the Keep Calm, I'm a Nurse silicone focal bead. And then the 12 millimeter acrylic. So based on that, I'm gonna do, let's see here. I think I'm gonna see how an abacus is gonna look, and then we'll see what space we still have. I think there's gonna need to be more than just that. Yeah, there's still some space. So my choices would be adding a spacer bead from that pack, or going up to a 15 millimeter bead. We could also take out this to make room for another 12 millimeter bead. That would be an option too. Decisions. This is all part of the design process. So if you have fun with this side of things, I think I'm gonna go easy. And I'm gonna add the 15 millimeter to the bottom instead. Yeah, I like that. So then I recommend, if you're gonna be keeping, if you know that that's the design that you want, once you are sure on your design, put a dab of E6000 glue on the base of the rod. And that'll help hold everything in place and ensure that it doesn't come undone. If you're still playing around with your designs, wait to glue until you're completely done. So that is one design option for this, but like I said, you have options. So if that doesn't quite float your boat, we can just start over. You have the supplies. So why don't I, for this one, let's see what it looks like without an 8 millimeter on the top. That works fine. It butts up against the top of that pen just fine. So if I left that out and I put the 12 millimeter bead on, then I could go back to that abacus idea. And then I could do the 15 millimeter bead underneath that, I think, and I'd still have enough room. Yeah. So that's just another way of building up that pen rod, taking out that 8 and putting on the larger bead at the bottom. If you're still not thrilled with that, let's go back to our 12s and see what we can do here. If I went for a smaller red bead, some of these just need twisted on a little bit. They still fit. You know, that actually doesn't even take up that much less space in the 15, just because you don't have to always, sometimes you can push it up a little bit. I like that. I like that. I think I like the smaller bead. I think I want something else on it though. You see how when you're squeezed the silicone, you can make more or less room? That's another fun thing with the silicone focal beads, is it really gives you wiggle room in the design process. So let's see. I think that I actually want to go back to having an 8 millimeter on the top. I'm just going to unscrew this top one to make this easier. I'm going to add this 8 millimeter bead to the top and see what happens. And let's screw this one back on. Is that overloaded? A little bit. Doesn't quite fit. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the last 12 millimeter bead. Put this back on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the abacus and I'm going to put in a lentil. So this is why we give you an assortment of sizes on the silicone, sizes and shapes, because we can take out that lentil and then take out the abacus and put in a lentil, and then we have more space and more room on that rod because the lentils are just a little bit thinner than the abacus. So I like that better. So let's go with that. Again, add glue if you're done. There, I'm happy with it now. So these are just so fun to be able to play with and see what works for you. You can get different looks and you can just keep playing with the same pen and focal bead for a while until you get what you want. And then once you've got it, go on to another one. You've got more supplies than you're gonna need, so you can really have fun mixing and matching all of these materials. These creativity packs, again, are available over on our website at abcbeadsupply.com.